18. How do you assess that performance from your boys?
Yeah, I just thought over the last, the two games, overtime games, I just thought we got back to being really solid defensively, and I thought that showed up again tonight. They were absolutely frustrated with little errors. I just thought in that first half that once we got up 15, I thought our errors kind of allowed them to come back in the game, and some of that was how we defended the three-point line, and I thought we just gave up too many easy ones to them in that first half that allowed them to hang around. But yeah, when the game was on the line, in the fourth quarter, I thought we just really locked down and got stops and made them shoot the shots, generally that we wanted them to shoot. McGee was a little problem in the third quarter with his lobs, and we did a better job of handling that in the fourth. So, yeah, thought we played at a good pace. Nice to see a couple of three balls go through for us, and 22 of 22 from the foul line, that always helps a bit.
Going without Chris, Shea gets hurt in the second quarter. Did you see him go down, and how did that change things for your team?
Well, I didn't. We were on the break, and then I saw him kind of go into the stands a little bit, and then it was like, oh, I think Tyson you got a steal or something on the next play, and I was like, oh, Shilly's, I haven't seen him return. You just throw it down to him, and then he was gone somewhere else. And so, when I heard that he re-injured a hamstring, I was just super flat. I walked to my coach's office and smashed a pen against the wall. I'm like, he just doesn't. That's not fair that he comes up with another injury right now. Just him coming back to play, and I was. Someone called me today and they said, "Oh, you got your full roster." I was like, "Don't say that," because then the phone goes and it's the physio and he's saying, "Oh, Chris is sick and he's not going to play," and it's just like, well, we're not meant to have our full roster this year. So, credit to Tyson. He took on a massive load. Once Shea went down, credit to Tanner Krebs, took on a massive load with CG going down. I thought, when it was with his turn to guard Harvey tonight, I thought he just really locked into it and was exceptional. And, Finn Delaney's just playing at a really high level right now.
So what you expected out of Finn when you brought him in? I mean, he's probably been your most consistent guy since the fever break when you've had these struggles. Is that what you expected him to bring to your team?
Yeah, I thought the fever break was, or not fever, it wasn't a break, the fever window. When he was captain of Tall Blacks, I thought that was huge for him, and I thought he brought some leadership that he was asked to do with the Tall Blacks. He brought it back to our squad, and I thought he really challenged us as coaches in meetings. Hey, let's try this, and more conversational. And I thought, CG's leadership's been really good over this last couple of weeks, but I thought Finn has jumped in and done, as much work as well. And so, he feels a real ownership of this team at the moment, and it's carrying us.
Milt hasn't scored at half time, and he's 0 of 3. Doesn't start. I think Dash started. Doesn't score until halfway through the third quarter. Out of a timeout, gets a layup, then goes layup, turn around, 3-ball, 2 free throws, just kills the game off. What changed there? Was there something said to him? Was it like, hey, we want to get you more involved?
Yeah, no, I had a little chat to him at halftime. It's just like, hey, we're a couple of soldiers down right now. You got foul trouble, let it go. I don't care if you get another foul. I'm just going to play you anyway. And so I try to give him a little confidence just to go, we've all been talking about just moving on to next possession, and it was a big move on for him. I thought just wanted to protect him at the start of the third, so he didn't pick up an early one. But I'm not sure if he did pick up another one. But he's such a great finisher, and we just got to make sure right now through this period that he's in the areas to go finish plays. But right now, he's helping Tyson as a ball handler and a carrier, and he's had to do that, for a good period of the year. And so that's the real conversations I have with Milt right now is, how can he flick those switches and, really get the basketball moving for us when he's at the point, and then when he's in the other spot to really finish and close and make plays.
You snapped that 4-game losing streak today. Does it feel like that it's a turning point for you, or have you
No, I was pretty confident going into the game. I thought we just had 2 elite practices that you know if anyone walked in our gym, they wouldn't be like, oh, this team just lost 4 in a row. We were upbeat and we were excited about playing this game, and so we just got to keep that up. You know, we just got to keep the intensity that we had at practice, but also the joy of just playing basketball and be grateful for what we do.
Dean, how do you fill the void of Shea in the coming weeks?
How do I fill it? Obviously the defensive side of it, you know, we're going to ask a lot of different people. So, Dash has had the job on Harvey for a while today, and he's going to continue to get jobs. And then, you know, we hadn't played, Melith Machar much, and he got quality minutes today, so it was good to get him. Tom Coppins has had some quality minutes into him, and so hopefully it was just, there's a few guys that are all ready to go. You know, Tom Wilson was really good for us at the start of the year as well, and so, we just got to make sure that, he's in at the right times of the game, he's in with the right people, there's good matchups, there's, different things, but he's itching at wanting more minutes right now, and I think what we see on the practice floor with him over these next month is he's going to get after it, and if he can guard Tyson practice, then he can guard people in this league.
You made great starts at the game with Fab as your starting centre. What was the thinking there, and also second part, how do you feel as though the Edwards McGee matchup is festering this season? I mean, it's been a pretty enthralling one over the 3 games.
Yeah, I think Jesse found out that he has some advantages when he can drive at him and go at him, so I thought he did that well in different moments today. Fab was voted by the players the best player on our team, and so pretty difficult to, even though Jesse was available to play, to say you're out of the starting lineup. And so I think I've done that pretty well when people come back from injury. Mostly I've brought them off the bench and just let them feel the game and trust other people a little bit more. So I didn't think it was the right thing with Jesse today. Throw him straight in there. Does he pick up 2 fouls after not practicing for a week and missing a game and stuff like that? So yeah, those 2 are great with each other. They keep subbing in and out for each other.
How's CJ?
Yeah, sick. He's sick in Perth, and it seemed like it's a very similar thing to he had over in Perth, off the feeble window, and I know his kids have been a little bit, sick and stuff. There's, he's at the age where he's got those kids and stuff. So, yeah, he'll be right. But I thought he made the right decision today. Maybe in Perth it wasn't the right decision because he couldn't play. He's always tried to fight through whatever he's got and get out there, and he's been pretty successful at it. But I thought he was under the weather. Both these situations, he made the right call today.
Go ahead, Chris. I'll start with you, Tyson, so you're not sitting there. Being totally ignored.
His parents are in town. He had to put on a good show for his parents.
Well, let me start with that then. How good was it to play in front of your parents?
Honestly, I didn't even think about it. I kind of forgot they were even there. I haven't seen them in 3 days, so they're just hanging out by themselves. So, but it's good though that they're here.
You know they're going to watch this, right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll be seeing them after this, will you?
Yeah, for sure.
It's been an interesting couple of weeks for you, where you had a couple of quieter games and you missed a game, and now you've come back and you will have to pick up that void without Shea, and didn't have CJ tonight. But you're feeling pretty good about your last couple of games?
Not the last couple, but today just came in with a different mindset, just being aggressive early on in the game. No stupid fouls early. That kind of takes me out the game. So just being smart with that and just hunting my shots.
Does it change much for you? I'm sure you're excited to get to play with Shea for the first time, but given you played most of the first half of the season without him, does it change much for you if he's missing for a little while?
No, it doesn't really change. I was excited to play with him though, just to be on the floor with him. Just the way he plays defense, it motivates you to play just as hard. But definitely gonna have to pick back up, however long he's out, just keep it going.
What about how the team's going? How are you feeling? I know you lost the last 2 games, but as we've talked about with Dean, they were very much improved performances on the 2 before that, and then you come out and win big tonight. Do you feel like you're back on track?
Yeah, just, trying to do all the right things. Like today, creating for everybody else, getting 2 feet in the paint, hunting good shots. Just getting to the free throw line, like going 100% from the line is really big. So that's a big thing for us, just trying to get fouled, staying aggressive.
Thanks very much.
Tyson, one last one from me. You mentioned on the way in that you've played a game on an air carrier. Can you tell us a little bit about that, and I guess leading into next week's open air game?
Yeah, it was 2022, Veterans Day, so 11/11/22. We played Gonzaga on an aircraft carrier in San Diego. It was really cool. Got to see all the fighter jets and stuff. It was a little windy though, so there wasn't really much shooting, and it was about 50 degrees. I don't know what that is Celsius, but it's kind of chilly. But it was a great experience. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this is next week.
Tyson, is it good to finally get some nice Australian weather?
Yeah. Everybody back home's in the snow, and I got on shorts, so that's good.
Could be windy on Tuesday. We'll have to see. But, no, no, I think we're almost a sellout, so it's gonna be an awesome night. Come on, let's get out of here.